Hey guys, so of course today I just feel like I have to say my truth, and irrespective of whatever that happens, first of all, this video is going to piss a lot of people off. This video might not go well with a lot of people, but guess what, it is what it is.
If you are not subscribed, you look at this head that is like a family logo. You have to subscribe so that you get all the latest updates. Yes, make sure and turn on your notification bell so that as soon as I get another update, I will make sure I put it in order like this so that you'll be able to watch it, and then we all will know what is going on. Look at me. Are you looking at me like that? Look, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you can support, and then share with somebody so that everybody can watch and know what is going on as the truth is about to come to light.
Take that by faith. But like I said, at this point, I'm done being Mr. Nice Guy. No, I'm not that nice guy again anymore. It's aura for aura. Yes, aura for aura. I'm going to start giving you the same energy. 100. A lot of people will start saying I behave childish. I'm used to it. They will say this one no get sense. I'm used to it.
Apology. Peter, what I'm about to say, if you like feel bad about it, I don't give a fuck. What you know I'm about to say? Fuck Rude Boy, fuck Mr. P, please.
After that reunion, so-called reunion, that I thought the reunion was for us brothers. Next day being Friday, Jude, I think Paul called me and said I should come to his house. I came. I saw him and Jude. Jude has the document. I said, hey Peter, take this document, sign here. Paul, sign here. Paul was picking to sign. I said, what's the document for? He said, oh, it's to open Access Bank account that people are beginning to call. I knew something was wrong. Since I don't bank with Zenith, I don't bank with EcoBank, I bank with FCMB. I call my account officer. I said, hey, bro, no, I said, please, I need statement of account of our FCMB Northside Entertainment. He said he's not the account officer, but am I a director? I said yes. He now said to me, he looked at it and I said, well, Peter, you're not a signatory. I said, no, I said, you know, he can't send it to me. He said, do me a favor. Look at this account. What did you see? What did you notice? He looked at it. He said, I can see it. Money is going in. But I can't say it. Let me just send you a screen grab a page and send to you. So he screen grabbed the page and sent to me. And I noticed something. A new P-Square breakup was in on the 22nd September. Within that period, because there was an open, I sent out an open letter for the breakup that time, 2017. But something happened July, on the 16th of July or 26th of July. I'll put it up there. You see where an individual paid money within 2-3 days. The person paid about $25,000 something dollars. As an aggregator, they pay for more like royalties. In 3-4 days time, 2 individuals split that money into 2. Who are those? Look at it there. Paul and Jude. And I saw a place where Jude actually sent that $5,000 to Paul, sent I think 15 or 20,000 to himself. I knew something was going on. And I asked him, I said, can you send me? He said, he can't. What did I do? I went to our general lawyer. I showed it to him. He said, this is wrong. But let's find out from Jude. He walked up to Paul and Jude. This is the response Jude gave him. So because of 12,850, I'm going because probably no problem. My Paul contribute the money and give me. No, it doesn't work that way. I know people will say because of money, now they fight. If that money was not important, why would they steal it from me? Let's be very honest. Like I said, even as I've been watching, people are watching this video, they will be insulting me. I'm used to it. I get this skin now, but I will still say my truth. This is the first time I'm coming out. Now type at the type, but I'll say it. Anybody who don't like her, I no send. Now, while that was going on, the lawyer came back to me and said, Peter, I beg, I don't want me P-Square get a problem again. Mona just, I said, this is not P-Square issue. This is transparency. I need to know what's going on. Something is fishy. While that was going on, P-Square were on top in Europe. I didn't want to disturb myself about it. We then finally took P-Square catalog and gave it to the same distribution guy that handled Mr. P and Road Boy. Probably they thought I was suspecting something, decided to let go of it. We gave it to them. First month, they said they're going to start paying royalties after certain weeks. I received some thousands of dollars, which I've never received as a royalty. In fact, I've never received dollars as royalty for P-Square. It has been every quarter. I collected like 3 million, 4 million. That was it. Every quarter. This time I saw thousands of dollars. When the people sent it to me, I said, is this money for the three of us? They said, no, it's for me. That they've sent for Jude, they sent for Paul. I'm supposed to be happy. I need to find out who has been collecting this money. Yes. I walked up to Paul. Did you receive some amount? He said, yes. Please. This amount that you received, who has been collecting it? He said, I'm supposed to be happy that money just got. I said, I am. But I didn't know, why am I getting this large sum of money? I said, Peter, I don't know what you're making, I tell you. I went to Jude. This is where Jude made the biggest mistake. When I confronted Jude, he said to me, am I looking for my royalties? I said, something like that. I said, something like that. So I should go and meet South African people that I signed with. They are with my royalties. Did I meet South African people when P-Square broke up? I did. Did I sign something with them? I did. But they were not collecting royalties because Jude refused them access. He said Jude refused them. All they could collect was mechanicals in their own radio station within their own territory. I guarantee that this mechanical, within that 5 years that even P-Square broke up, they never even sent me even $2,000. Yeah. And I walked up to Jude and said, never collected anything. So I should go and meet the people. I called the people. They stood on their right. Send me a document that they've never collected any royalties for Peter. Questions started coming up on my side. Now I knew that we signed iRocking.com, a company called SAGA in France, which me, I was one who got that deal. But those ones, they pay artists directly. They don't even want to pay any management. So what that means, they get the money, they pay the Peter and Paul, they split the money into two. If you want to share 3 ways, there should be a document that says, Peter, if you collect this money, Paul, put in this account. That's the same. The other company is Free Me Digital. Those are the ones that paid that naira I was talking about every quarter. When I contacted those guys that are paying these royalties, the way I was telling them, where is this money coming from, they said to me, Peter, is the money too small? Don't worry, there are still more people. So people will notice that people sign with April. It seems like I only knew that we signed people paying us royalties, only 2 or 3 companies. I didn't know there were 11 of them. If you come ahead, come for me. I hear people say, this money, you don't already get money. Why are you bothering yourself? No. Every penny must be accounted for. It's a pure betrayal. I'm still heading somewhere. Now, on my own, I started thinking, what's the best way to go about this? I walked up to Paul. I said, this is what is going on. Jude said, my royalty will show people, but Peter, there is nothing. Now, Paul always want to play ignorant, which I don't blame him. I've already had in mind that something was going on. Probably I'm trying to prove to Paul that, Paul, see what has been happening. And I contacted those guys paying royalties. They mentioned to me Northside, but it was not Northside Entertainment. That's the people they collected the royalty from. It was supposed to be Northside Entertainment. That's how I overheard Northside Music. I walked up to Paul. Paul, have you heard about Northside Music? So you share our own Northside Entertainment, I said, what about Jude? Paul check. Say, no be Jude. Say Jude owns Northside Inc. I should go and check City Morgan's album. I went to City Morgan's album. Paul was the one who told me to go and check City Morgan's album. Guys, look at City Morgan's album. All you see is Northside Inc. It was not Northside Music. So who then owns Northside Music? I walked up to Jude. Jude, I spoke to you about Northside Music. He said to me, oh, all he can tell me is, so people in South Africa, no mind. Royalty. She people don't tell me I check Cynthia Morgan album. What did I see? Northside Inc. So why am I asking him that question? I left. Now, until one of the aggregators sent a representative, the people that want to buy P-Square catalog, to come to the house. He started. He said I should tell Paul to come. Say, yo, Peter, please, we cannot go from people wanting to buy you guys catalog for certain amount. Now they can't even buy some amount. We need the original back end. I looked at Paul. This was came out of Paul's mouth. And I know Peter I've told you he's suspecting Jude. I said, Peter didn't tell me anything. What are you talking about? Peter, what's going on? I said, Paul, go ahead. While that topic was going on, I looked at Paul. I said, Paul, I know something is wrong, but I'm not going to say anything. There's a route you guys don't want me to go to. I don't want to go that route. So I said, Peter, what do you say? Let me talk to my brother. While I was saying that, Paul stood up. Say he's coming. Where are you going to? We're having a meeting. I said, I leave him. Paul left. He was, look at me, what do you suspect? I said, I think Paul has gone to go tell you that Peter don't catch them. He said, wow. They now showed me a message where the guys that wanted to buy the catalog say, I saw P-Square royalty, so amount. Is there something that they are hiding away from us not to see? Or is there something they are not telling them? While we were waiting, nearly about 40 minutes, Paul came back. Thank you, Paul. Come and say, Peter, see you. That time we break up. See what happen. See what happen. I told Paul, how far? This is Paul's response. I just go see Jude. I thought you wanted to go and see him to discuss. No, there's nothing like that. I said, Paul, he cannot allow me to go where I want to go. This was Paul's words. Where you want to go? I said, I never know. I said, Peter, go and do your worst. My twin brother told me, Peter, go and do your worst. In his words. Quote me. In my house. I left. I went upstairs. And again, I can guarantee you guys, the more people are watching this video, most of you guys who even watch it, they will start insulting me. But like I said, I'm used to it. But I will say my truth. I guarantee you that what these guys did to me, none of you will take 1%, 1/4 of it. None of you guys will take it. If I talk, they will say, but you guys are blood brothers. So we're not brothers when these crimes were committed. Like we're not brothers. Let me head back to the story. Now, on my own, I have to start investigating. I've already known that something is wrong. For that last word, Peter, go and do your worst. I started trying to dig out how to get Northside Entertainment statement account. Started doing my investigation. While I was doing it, this was then after the election. I mean, there was a thing going on. Yabo Joe said government came out and said she's owing certain amount for tax. We said, because we support P2B, maybe they want to do the same thing to us. Next thing they brought tax and said, me, I'm owing 5-something million. I think Paul's one is 40-something, Jude 50-something. I said, I've been paying my tax. But I don't know that when I pay, they assume it's for the 3 building. So the guy handling the tax called me and said, Peter, after a few days, I said, Peter, I have good news. I said, what? That Jude that is owing almost 50-something million, Jude can now pay only 5 million. I said, why? That Jude was able to prove that since P Square broke up, he only earns royalties, doesn't do anything. I said, which company? They say Northside. I said, P Square money is different from Mr. P and Road, but when we break up. So you should use the same Northside since we're also Northside for us. He said, how do I prove it? I said, me and Paul are also. I went upstairs and I brought CAC document of Northside Entertainment. The guy looked at it. He was on the phone. I said, can I see the statement of account that you say you use for Jude, which is our company? The mistake the guy did was to hand me over his phone and I opened it. It was Northside Music. I was right all this while. It was not Northside Entertainment. It was not Northside Inc. When I feel insult me, the way they insult me, I guarantee you, say even if they serve you and your friend food, put 2 meat, your friend just carry. Now the question is Paul involved? Okay, the next thing I did was to involve a lawyer, and it was a fight. When I got a lawyer, I still gave it a chance. I approached Paul once again in his house. I said, Paul, I pray say this you don't know about that. I said, what am I talking about? I said, better you come clean. Trust me. I said, what do I mean? We'll do plus and minus. Whatever I don't take from you, no problem. We'll calculate them. Tell me how I'll get them. We'll sell our catalog, remove my money, give me. I don't want problem. doesn't know what I'm talking about, he walked up. That shows that he doesn't know anything. The lawyer came. We prepared a petition. In that petition, he now made a petition against Paul and Jude. I said, no. Paul's not involved here. I said, remove Paul's name. He removed it. I said, remove Jude's name. See, they don't understand. I said, remove Jude's name. Focus on the company, Northside Music. So the petition was against Northside Music. That's even in court. The case is about concerning Northside Music and federal government. When I wrote that petition, it took the law enforcement agency at least 6 months to investigate. I'm not sure if you guys remember after my open letter and the whole EFCC, when I talked about the EFCC, when I posted about it, how Jude came on live to say that he was shocked that I wrote petition against him and I still came to his house to play with his kids. That's how wicked I am. No, Jude, point of correction. I took the company that you claim you have nothing, you know nothing about, you and Paul. I wrote petition against the company. I needed answers. So 6 months after the law enforcement agency finished their investigation, Jude was then invited to their office because they now discovered that, of course, that the company is actually owned by him. Not just him and his wife. Paul was invited for questioning. What the letter said, dear Mr. Paul, please, there's an ongoing investigation going on. Please, we need your help to help us fast track the investigation. That's what they call it. They sent for Paul. And they sent it for Paul to come on a different day. Unfortunately, he decided to go to EFCC with Jude at the same day. Of course, they took them to separate rooms. Apparently, they asked Paul, who owns Northside Entertainment? Paul said it's owned by us, 3 of us. Correct. Paul, who owns Northside Inc.? Paul said, Jude. Mr. Paul, who now owns Northside Music? I was that the kind of question he started asking himself. I wasn't comfortable with him. I said, what is this? Oh, why are they asking this question? Blah, blah, blah. Paul now says he's affiliated to Jude. That was how Jude was arrested. I was thinking Paul will come to me and say, hey, guy, now brother do this. See. When Jude was detained, unfortunately, he was detained on his birthday. He got bail that night. So after like about 4 or 5 days or so, the head of I think the zonal head of the law enforcement agency decided to call for a meeting. I came for that meeting. Myself, 2 of my lawyers, and my manager. Paul and Jude came alone, no legal team. We sat down. While the man was trying to see if we can come to an agreement, Paul said something that was shocking. While they were trying to find out how, they told Jude, do you know you committed a crime? And Jude said, yes. In his own word, quote me. Both Jude affidavit, both his statement, he admitted he diverted money. Disclosure form. I don't have water in my mouth. Only for Paul to say in EFCC, this is the biggest betrayal I've never received in my life. Paul told the EFCC, sir, P Square, P Square, P Square, P Square. This is P Square. Me and Peter are the face. My God. Paul, or maybe can someone explain to me how Jude is P Square, or how Jude owns P Square? Jude have never invested 1 naira in P Square. There is no contract whatsoever that we had. And the only document that just goes around showing everybody is the MOU we all signed in 2016. The same document I said that was my financial freedom. The MOU stated a sharing formula. And guess what? It's renewable every year. So in 2016, 2017, it has expired. And even the 3 ways that we share was just based on family. After all, our first manager was on percentage. Second, my mom wasn't on anything. Of course, she's our mom. The real manager that we actually employed, Hawiti, was taking 10%. You came out of brotherly love. We're sharing 3 ways. All of a sudden, you own P Square. Paul, how? Paul went to City FM, granted an interview. In that interview, never for once did he tell the world that petition was against Jude or maybe not sign music. Paul said with his own mouth, watch this.
I was invited by the EFCC. A petition against me and my other brother. And I did not expect, I never thought it would come to this part. I thought it was just music thing. Then the next thing, people are telling me, what did you do? Somebody say you're going to go to jail 20 years. They're going to lock you up. What did I do? Okay, I got there. Okay, what is it? They told me everything. They've already printed on my account statement, everything. Put it on the table. I explained this. First of all, what I thought in my mind, what if I was a bad person? I'm even doing one dubious like a Yahoo boy. I saw this guy don't just finish me. But I took it. And then they started investigation. I was there. That was that the kind of question they started asking myself. I wasn't comfortable with them. I said, what is this? Then when I knew it was a bit kind of serious was when I said, you have to get the shorty, you have to get the lawyer, you have to get this. I said,
Whoa.
what?
Look at Paul telling people that I wrote petition against him, Paul. He even said they told him to bring the shorty. Obviously that means he was detained. I didn't respond to that. 2-3 weeks, the fans criticized me. In fact, I'm sure if they wanted to kill me, they will kill me. I did not respond. I waited for 2.5 weeks. After Paul granted that interview, never for once did he say that the petition was for Jude. He said that I wrote petition against him and our elder brother. That they told him to bring shorty. Obviously that means they seized your passport. Let me tell you what Paul did. He went to grant interview. Everything that happened to Jude, you claim it was you that it happened to. Paul, what are you hiding? Paul, what are you hiding? Now Paul still claimed that. Now watch this part. He said that they cleared him, but they didn't come and apologize.
1 month ago, they called me, they called him, they called other brother. Say, first of all, we have to say that after all investigation, Paul is innocent first, and Paul is cleared. Everything you accuse him of, we've done an investigation now. After they told you everything, the truth came out that I was innocent. What would you do if you do? What the next thing you do? I'm sorry.
Simple.
I didn't know.
Simple. So there was no I'm sorry from your brother?
Never.
Paul, you were never cleared. Because your name was not even there in the first place. You're not even a director. EFCC did their investigation and found out that the director of this Northside Music was Jude and his wife. In fact, Jude's wife owns 800,000 shares. Jude owns 200. I laugh when they say, oh, the woman calls their wahala. That way marry a Yoruba woman. My wife have never gotten involved in P Square's affair. Let's assume it was Lola and I that owned that company. Lola owned 800,000. Una go crucify her. You think I'm lying? Look at it. Signed by the commissioner himself. CSC. Jude owns 200,000. Look at it. His wife owns 800,000 shares. The company that diverted P Square millions of dollars. I don't want to mention the amount, but I'm going to say it before the end of this video. Stick around. Now, after Paul finished granting an interview, 2.5 weeks, I wrote an open letter and I spoke about the EFCC matter. When I put it out there, I challenged Paul if he can prove there was a petition against him. Paul now went live. Watch this.
So let me start, like I said, let me start with the EFCC. Peter said he met me one time and he told me about diversion this, diversion that. Now let me clear something. If you open the petition Peter wrote, I guarantee you, in the front page, my name is not there.
Wait. In front of the petition, your name is not there. If I write petition against you, Paul, the first name you will see is your name. Okay, no problem. Let's continue.
If you open inside the petition, you will see.
Wait. In front of the petition, your name is not there. Inside the petition, your name is not there. So who was the petition for Paul? Paul, who was the... Because even, you know why? Even if he mentioned that the petition was for Jude, the petition has Northside Music. They have to include Jude. After they found out he was the owner of the company, him and his wife. And you tell me this is not a betrayal? Family do not steal from family. You tell me we are blood. Blood do not steal from blood. I hear people say you hate your brother that much. Tell me how I hate my brother. Who started this hatred? If 3 of us were making this money normally, was that going to be a problem? Why did you wake up one morning and start stealing from me? Now, listen to Paul in the same City FM.
I'm not speaking up because I want to bring anybody down, but I'm speaking up because the accusation was even more like he sold P Square catalog, that is his share. The same catalog that I hate saying it, but the same catalog that I produced, I wrote, 99% me, 99%. Yeah, sometimes the fans don't like me saying it. Like I said, I'm saying it now. 99% of all the song is me.
Listen, he said, I mean they write, I mean they sing all the song. 99%. Mr. 99%, you went to EFCC now to tell them P Square is Jude, me and you are the face.
Okay, so this matter don't just conclude. VeryDarkMan also have some post that he made, and he claims towards this entire issue. So I would like you to watch patiently, listen to everything, and at the end, listen to VeryDarkMan part.
As inside the CSC document. Paul say, but that's what we use to run in P Square. The man say, where is the contract between Northside Entertainment and P Square? Paul now brought in resolution that we did in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, about sharing formula, where they made it look like if the P Square are Peter, Paul, and Jude. But remember one time, I was smart. That document is renewable every single year. Every single year. How we're going to be sharing money. Those are the period where I can boast. That document, you see that resolution? That document was my financial freedom. That was the first time I would do show like this. I have millions in my account. I never had millions. Because how I collect monies, I said it earlier. I want to pay my children's school fees, 15 million, they'll give me a check, 15 million, 40, 15 million. That's how I've been living. Have you guys noticed that anytime P Square break up, it didn't like saying that Peter they come back. Because when P Square breaks up, I can't access money. Peter becomes broke. Today I'm the bad egg. I'm not clap for myself. Like I said, how this thing what they do, I go collect her. And if you take 1% of her, I said, I thought this one would insult me, but I am used to it. No amount, see, let me repeat it again. No amount of insult is reduce success. Lie. Go check her. No matter how they don't try to hate me for this P Square matter, no amount can stop this success. They created a narrative. How do you guys feel? They stole from me. They discredited all my effort. They told you guys I was talentless. Paul claimed 99%. I'm sure the remaining 1%, he even gave it to Jude. Let me ask you a question. P Square was here. I'm talking to Paul now. And all of you that are supporting this madness because of you think it's blood. P Square was here. Davido, Bonapo, everybody was here. Don't get me wrong, P Square no trouble. We're still there here. These guys all went and overthrown us. Mr. 99% how far? Are you not supposed to be competing with these guys? Are you supposed to be selling out stadium like they do? Oh. Today they compare me and you. With all the 99% where you get. Some people they support rubbish. Why not they continue? I reported the company that both of you denied. Despite I knew it was you, Jude. When they told me, Peter, are you sure you want to hear what happened? I said, what? They said everything you told us in your petition is true, is even more than. I said, okay. Here is this. But how do you feel? I said, I can't wait to leave and go and meet Paul and tell him what I discovered. He said, you don't have to go there. The Paul is involved.
Successful.
If I call your house, what will happen? I bring my coffee. Repeat it again, too.
Daddy, your coffin come.
If I call
Nigga, you don't even know what.
Repeat it.
See,
Repeat it.
in front of your lawyer.
Peter, shame on you.
In front of your lawyer.
Peter, boss say shame on you.
No, stop it.
Boss say shame on you.
In front of your lawyer.
Hey, shame on you.
Down here now.
You're shame. Go now, give me a mic.
Beat me, guys.
Oh, I'm going to be angry.
Come with me. Walk me. Walk with me. My child. What do I do? Beat me, my seat. You want beat me? You want beat me? Beat me, my seat. This is joke. Nigga, I fucking blow you. I blow you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I blow you. Respect you. Beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Yeah, man.
Now this incident that happened, I think early 2015. Yeah, not 2016, early 2015. Is now beginning to make sense to me. After EFCC told me everything based on the investigation, this particular incident started making sense to me. Why the sudden attack? Let me tell you guys what happened in that video. Somewhere about 2014, we started to split our property. Remember, we split this property with Jude. We split every property we have 3 ways with Jude, which we are not even supposed to. I heard some people say Jude invested in P Square. Jude was just a student like us. In fact, we all graduated the same time. The same time I left school, that was when Jude left. Jude was doing nothing. Let Jude prove if he had an employment or if he was doing anything. The person that sponsored us as a brother was our eldest brother, the one that is older than Jude, Henry. I don't want to tell you guys what he's going through today because of St. Jude. Another story for another time. So, what happened? We have a house in America, then Squareville in Omole, 2 wings duplex. We all decided to share our properties into 3. So while we were building this particular house in Paul and Jude's own here in Parkview, the lawyer drafted a resolution for us. Everybody signed. Resolution in the sense that till these 3 new houses we're building becomes habitable, Peter now owns the house in America. Jude now owns Omole Squareville, right wing. Paul now owns the left wing. Now, because Jude took the particular one that we were living on, because it has furniture, everything, Paul took the empty side. I don't know why he did that, but now because Peter's house looks as if it has a little bit more value, he says I'll balance Paul, I think 25 or 30 million. Yeah, like say 30 million here, in order to balance the equation. No problem. They prepared the document, we all signed, shared property 3 ways, which we're not even supposed to. Another story for another time. It's okay. I'm not complaining. Brotherly love. We left it. Then dollar went from like about 180 that time to about almost 300 and something. Guess what that means? Peter's properties now has value. Because now, let's say the house is what? $500,000. If I change it, if I sell the house and I decide to change the money, you know what that means. Dollars we're talking about. Jude and Paul were not themselves. Why? I had a long trip. I traveled to Turkey, Antalya to be precise. I went to go and stay with Samuel Leto. He's my friend. Like I stayed there for like almost 2 months with him. I was there. I got a phone call from our assistant manager that we have a show in 2 days' time. So no problem. I packed my bags. I traveled. Touchdown, Lagos. I got a message from our US caretaker. I got a message from her saying, Peter, why did you guys put the house in America on sale without telling me? Because she's also a realtor. I said, which house? Do you have another house in America? The same apartment? I said, no, we didn't. I think you guys did. Ask your brothers. I've confirmed it. While that was happening, I said, let me just get home because we have a show. By the time I go home, all of them were already on their way. So me, I rushed and I went to the venue. Got backstage. I met Paul. I said, Paul, no vex. So. Did any of you, or do you have an idea who put
the house in America on sale. I said, which house? Like, that house we are supposed to, where by the time we move into this house, she doesn't know what I'm talking about. I went to Jude. I said, Jude, I better go. You got an idea? What would you just say? Come up my front and before I slap you. Did I say anything? Like, did I actually? That this is, guys, this is backstage, where my colleagues are, friends are, clients are. Like, your next client is actually backstage. You say you're gonna slap me? Did I, like, even if you're, leave this brotherly love, like, leave this brotherly thing, like, what warrants that statement? Next, he wanted to rush me. Some artists there just held him. We almost started fighting. I stood on the table. I said, guy, you are fired. He said, you fire me for waiting. Paul started laughing. Paul said, fire Motoma, I see now. While that was happening, they've already introduced us on stage. They gave me the mic. Some of my friends said, Peter, just go on stage. Like some of the band members, Peter just holding the mic. I dropped the mic and left. I left that venue. Yes, I did. I went to the car. I started posting. I tweeted that Jude has been fired. Anybody that does business with him, this is what Paul did. Paul uploaded a picture on Instagram. A picture that Jude is sitting down. I on the left side, Paul on the side. I know that popular picture. Paul cut me off.
Everything about this EFCC thing is just mind-boggling and crazy. Now let's go to the secret company. My people, the secret company is none other than Northside Music Entertainment. I signed Cynthia Morgan with Northside Music Entertainment. All Cynthia Morgan videos has Northside Inc. in it. How is it a secret company to Peter all of a sudden in 2024?
And that was Jude responding 5 days after my open letter, and also addressing the allegation that Paul said I wrote a petition against him at the EFCC. Mr. Jude Okoye, there is nothing like Northside Music Entertainment. Look at what you registered. It's Northside Music Limited. Don't confuse people by adding entertainment. And again, there's nothing like Northside Inc. existing. Yes, there's nothing like Northside Inc. existing. We actually found another one earlier which says Northside Music Inc. Limited. Now it has gone to change to Northside Music Limited. Jude, you know what you're doing, and I'm going to prove to you that Northside Music is a secret account. You know about it. Paul knows about it. Now, if you think I'm lying, hear Paul.
And now I'm hearing Jude open a secret account. Biko, which one is secret account? Jude has been bearing Northside. First of all, there was Northside Music when Jude was doing movies. Later, Northside Limited, which was now the P Square Management, this thing. Now, Northside Music, which was the one he signed his own artist.
Paul, did you hear yourself? There was Northside Music when Jude was doing movies. When Jude was doing movies, we were still in Jos, okay? I now said again, there is Northside Limited. Come back again and say, there is Northside Music, the one now he used to sign Cynthia Morgan. Paul, what are you saying? He says Jude has been answering Northside when he was doing movies. That means that was when we were still in Jos, and Paul knows about it. Peter doesn't know. Now here Paul, he said Jude has Northside Music when we were doing the same Northside Music, but guess when it was registered? In 2015. That is almost 10 years plus or 11 years after we moved into Lagos. Now, in my statement when I was addressing the EFCC matter, I said that Northside Music bank account, Access Bank, has, that's why I call it secret account, has address in Yaba, that is Jude's wife. And Jude, you lied again. Now, here Jude saying, this is explaining about Northside Music registration.
I want to understand, how is Northside Music that has a CAC certificate registration since 2015? How is Northside Music that was registered, according to him, the address of the secret company was my wife's. That's how had to get my wife involved. It has to do with my wife's people's or my wife's home address. Please look at the address here. You can see what the address says. It's 178 Lola Holloway, Omole. Both my address, both my signature and Ife's signature says the same thing. Can you see that? Look at it. So why would it say Umokeke Ifoma Chidima 178 Lola Holloway, Jude Okoye Chidozie 178 Lola Holloway? This is the same Squareville. That's the address of Squareville where the three of us, Peter, Paul, and Jude, lives. Or rather, we were living then.
Yes, Jude, you are absolutely correct. That's the same address the three of us used to live at Omole. But Jude, you're only talking about the CAC document registration. I am talking about the bank account, Access Bank account address. The address you have there is your wife's family address. Now, guys, listen to Jude, how he was trying to respond to this allegation. Listen.
He had to look for a way to go and twist the EFCC situation to make it look fraudulent. The address he was talking about, if my wife having her people's address, was the address of the account opener. The accountant that opened the account address. He went and picked what account opener. Oh, they opened an account with their address and now came out and said.
Now, I think we all look stupid now. Your account officer woke up one morning, decided to put his own address. Jude, hear yourself. This is same you. So let me give you guys, let's analyze this. If you want to open a corporate account or a business account, you must submit your CAC document. The same CAC that Jude showed up, he showed the address. Why didn't they put that address there, Jude? You know why? You know why? Because if you have put that address, you say we live together. When we live together, if they send mails or parcel, anything, it will arrive in our house. Maybe the day you are not around, I might pick it up and look at the envelope and I'll tear it, I'll open it and I'll discover there's a company called Northside Music. That was why you told them not to put your address. How can your account officer put your address? Please, guys, hear Jude. That his account officer just decided to put his address. That I'm trying to. Jude, you know what you are doing. Jude, you know what you are doing. Imagine now, tomorrow, they decide to use, even the account officer, you must provide that account officer. Because you know why? Imagine if they use that account to do a fraudulent act. That account officer will be in trouble. Why would you do that? Why would your account officer put his own address in your company bank account? How is that possible? My people, hear Jude. I'm not stupid. And again, Jude, why is your wife's date of birth says 1980? That means we're age mates. Right? Jude, everything about Northside Music is falsified. You know. Now, talking about date of birth. Yeah, I changed my birthday. I'm sure everything I've said, it was to change my birthday. I would say I didn't change my birthday. I say my birthday celebration. But see, right now, I changed down my birthday. It's worth it. Do you know guys know what I've been going through ever since P Square had problems? And anytime we're celebrating our birthday, it will be insult upon insult from my wife to myself. Now, you guys will remember all this. Ever since P Square, we're having problem. Lola will always go to, she doesn't know how to post happy birthday to me alone. Because if she posts alone to start insulting her. She will now post I and Paul. Of course, you know how Paul always respond. Paul will post on the story, go to the page, insult her. Until the last one Paul did, me and Lola had serious fight. I told her not to post. When Lola posted, look at what Paul posted in his story. It shamed her. Told her that Paul said something like, in fact, look at, guys, read. Man, no vex. You expect me to continue celebrating the same birthday date with you, bro? Do you know what really adds up to all this? That every November 18th, Peter Okoye, I have to leave my house. Either I travel, or I pretend I travel, I go to my friend's place, or look for somewhere and stay alone. I don't stay with my family. You know why? Paul always throws party, barbecue party, every November 18th. And he's going to have people. Of course, those people don't want to feel guilty. When they don't gossip finish, they can come my place, come begin to talk. Or they want to come and see me. I don't do all that. I just wanted to have, I just want to remove my mind, because this whole, every November 18th, P-Square crisis will start hitting on the internet. And again, even I try my possible best to start releasing music video or some new song on November 18th, so that I don't have to post.
Cynthia Morgan was signed in October of 2013. Then I wasn't expecting to sign Cynthia Morgan. Like you people already know, the contract was prepared by Cynthia Morgan and her then manager, Joy. They came to my room suddenly begging, Jude, let us do this. So I did not have any company that I run with. I'm only running with Northside Entertainment, which was P Square and me.
Did you guys hear that? Exactly what I'm talking about. Hear him louder, hear Jude louder. He doesn't run any company except Northside Entertainment, which is P Square and him. He didn't say three of us as P Square. Now that confirms that Jude was a student, like I said earlier. He was schooling. He wasn't employed. He doesn't have any company. I won't say he was jobless, because I would say, Jude, you are jobless. Because when I and Paul were in school, still doing P Square, we were working. We were University of Abuja. So, Jude, you were in school. But I and Paul were P Square, working. You just confirmed it. You were not running any company. You did not employ anybody. You're unemployed. So, same Paul said that Jude has been running Northside Music before we moved into Lagos, almost 24 years ago. Their stories are not tallying. And again, you said you signed Cynthia Morgan in October 2013. And this is the contract. It has Northside Music Inc. But in 2013, you've not registered it. It means that you signed Cynthia Morgan with unregistered company. Right? Now, this is where it gets interesting. Listen.
I'm only running with Northside Entertainment, which was P Square and me. I was like, okay, to make it a little formal then, I now used the letterhead of Northside Entertainment to print the first page of that agreement. But whatever write-up that is about the agreement is talking about Northside Music Inc. This was 2013. We're talking about 11 years ago.
So, Jude, that means you signed Cynthia Morgan with unregistered company in 2013, because Northside Music was registered in 2015. Right? So, 2 years after signing her, that was when you registered Northside Music with our own company, Northside Entertainment letterhead paper. Jude. After I submitted the petition, the ongoing investigation was already going on and all that. I was about to embark on a journey to Turkey, Istanbul, of course, to go and do, when I did, of course, you also, I did my hair implant. There was a document they demanded. So I was going through my document and all that. Guys, you need to see what I found. Oh my God. I found in same 2013, I found a Northside Entertainment statement of account that we used, we used in going to, I think, America Embassy, one of these embassies. I think it's like 6 months statement of account. Remember, this is a USD account, like dollar account, right? Now, I'm going to show you guys this statement of account. Of course, now some people go shout, say, "Oh, so P-Square, we are making this kind of money." Don't worry, P-Square no small. P-Square no small. Remember, we share 3 ways. If 50,000 goes to Peter, it goes to Paul, it goes to Jude. So this is the account. When you look left top, you see it's Northside Entertainment Limited. When you look top right, you see USD. That shows it's a dollar account. If you look further down, where it says statement period, it says 2nd of March 2013 to 31st of October 2014. That's the duration of this statement of account. Now, if you look at the first page, it circled $50,000 into 3 places, which is supposed to be Peter, Paul, and Jude. But see, the first 50,000 went to Jude's account. Because remember, Jude is the one signing all this, doing all these transactions, not me. All right? Or Paul. Now, the first 50,000 was sent to Jude's account. Jude sent it to his account. The second 50,000, Jude now sent it to his account. The third 50,000 below, Jude now sent to me, Peter Okoye's account. Now, if you look at it properly, Jude sent 50,000 twice to himself. If Jude decides to send Paul 50,000 in the next page, it means that Jude is now stealing from Peter and Paul. But if he sends Paul 100,000, it means that Paul and Jude are stealing from me. Now let's go to the next page. In the next page, look at very well. Who did Jude, the second one, who did Jude send $100,000 to? It's Paul, also Okoye. Now, in the box ones, he now sent 20,000 to Peter and Paul. I can't remember why the money was there, but we'll come back to that. Again, look at the 2 second ones. Jude again, the first second one again. Who did Jude send 100,000 to himself? The second one, who did Jude send 100,000 to himself? Right? Swipe again. The next one, who did Jude send $150,000 to? He sent it to himself. Look down again. I didn't circle it, but if you look down, you see another 50,000. Jude sent the 50,000 to himself. Now, Jude sent 150,000 to himself. Now, who did Jude send $150,000 in the next page? Paul Okoye. This is what these guys were doing to me. Because if they give me statement of account, if you look at the amount there, it says $3.2 million. I'll just look at it that side, I'll forget. What that means that the aggregators were paying inside Northside Entertainment, Paul and Jude were splitting it. Yes. And you guys think it's fair? Like I said before, I beg, as soon as they steal from me, more not even day nice now. There's a way you be stealing from somebody, eh? You still be nice to the person, make they know, make they know suspect. When they steal from me, still they try to pin me down. You know, go better for 2 of them. So, remember when I said we were all invited and I came with 2 of my lawyers? When they asked Jude, do you know you committed an offense here? Jude said, yes. But guess what? When we're having more like everybody's arguing whether this one's took this amount, Paul is claiming Jude is the P-Square. One of the investigators now say, now, let's do it this way. 3 of you all agreed in your statement that you share 3 ways. Jude, here is how we can prove to you guys that you guys have been unfair to Peter. You guys see this. Breakdown of the sum investigated by EFCC at the meeting held on the 6th of June 2024. Account investigated EcoBank, Zenith Bank, and FCMB. Let's find out how much left Northside Entertainment to individual account. All of us agreed we share 3 ways. If they've suspected they've transferred 10 billion naira to Peter, Jude 10 billion, Paul 10 billion. Now let me tell you what they did to me. Watch. Northside Entertainment FCMB dollar account. They discovered 368,950,000. That 350, what left to Jude's account is 211,650 dollars. $211,000. While Jude was getting 211,000, Paul was getting $78,650. See how much Peter got? 41,800. Tell me, how do you feel? They found naira in some account, because that's the US account we had before we broke up. They found 19,400,868. One went to Jude, he said 19 million, 5 million. One went to Paul, it's 10 million. Peter got nothing. I'm not a fool. Echo Bank, they found over 1.7 million. Inside $1.7 million. What went to Jude's account is $1.1 million plus. While Jude is getting that, Paul was getting $473,000. Peter was getting $268,000. And would they share 3 ways? While Jude was getting net 79 million naira plus, Paul was getting 69 million naira plus. Peter was getting 50 something. I said I shouldn't fight for my right. No. Until depression catch me. Now they pray make I broke. Peter no get money again so that they go laugh me. Never see anything. And the sole secret account, Northside Music, that they created, total inflow almost $2 million, $1,925,000. Jude got everything. Lest I forget, this was what the ESCC investigators were telling us, and we're all jotting it down. They have their own copy that I'm sure they jotted it down by themselves. While they are doing this, the Zenith Bank account officer was being arrested. He refused to bring the statement of account. He was detained. They were now printing it. I'm sure they discovered, I don't want to tell you how many hundreds of thousands of dollars or 1.something million that went to Jude again. The question is, was there ever a time that on this account they gave Peter more? No. Now, under here, Northside Music. Jude created Northside Music, both FCMB, both EcoBank, both Zenith, and same Access Bank he wanted us to open. And this was the same game tactics they used on Cynthia Morgan. Probably Cynthia Morgan will be looking for her money inside Northside Inc. Just as for me, I'll probably be looking for her own money inside Northside Entertainment, not knowing that the money are inside Northside Music. Because when Jude was being investigated, they told him to account for the money, the inflows on Northside Music. There was over hundreds of thousands of dollars, I can't even remember, that he said the money was not for P Square. It belongs to his artist. The moment I heard that, I called Cynthia Morgan. I said, I found your money. She went to ESCC. There's a process. I don't know how far she has gone though, but I did fight my own. I don't give her this thing. Cynthia, go and fight for your money. Jude, you're wicked. You're very wicked. If you not only say that they steal from me, it would have been better. You would have been stealing from me and be nice to me. Steal from me and went online to bring me down. Mr. 99%. For you to tell ESCC in my front that P-Square, that the same crime Jude committed, that me and you committed it to, that we diverted money to. They asked you where. I said because we set up Square Root Entertainment. Jude is not our manager. We got two managers. We now told them it was a diversion. Highest betrayal. I thought it was just only saying it within the office of the EFCC. Paul, you took it to the public. You said it in public. Guys, watch.
It's Peter that is doing this, and I'm here. He's putting him in prison. I'm here to bring him out.
Okay, now, so, but Peter is a brother too.
I didn't deny that he's not my brother. Okay?
So, are you saying you're tilting towards Peter more than...
I understand the issues because you know why.
Sorry, towards Jude more than Peter?
It has nothing to do. I'm only standing for the truth. Because let me tell you something. The same crime they accuse him that he did, then Peter is guilty, Paul is guilty.
So, Paul, you look at me in my face and you tell me that you and I came back as P-Square. We set up our own management company. We perform, we sweat, went on tours. Because the money that we were making, we were not remitting to Jude. You told the EFCC that it was also diversion. And you even said it in public. Oh, God. Boy, you're rude. No wonder. Mr. 99%. No wonder you wanted Jude to be our manager. Should I tell you guys what happened? Here's what the deal is. This is where I'm going to end this topic. So, when P-Square got back, Jude walked up to Paul and said, listen, as you don't get your P-Square back, this money, would they share aside? I will use it on the whole my side. Paul said no. That whatever he makes in P-Square, we will share 50-50 with Jude. So long as Jude is sharing this one with him. That's exactly what happened. Now this will now bring us the reason. The 90 million Paul claimed he borrowed Jude, he never borrowed Jude. It was those royalties. Jude and Paul were not talking for 2 months. Paul calculated the money that he's been collecting. Within that 2 months, he realized that Jude had not given him the money. That's why he said Jude is owing him 90 million. True. How can you say Jude is owing 90 million when Jude can pull out statement of account nearly $700,000 that he has in his account? Why would I borrow 90 million from you when I have this account, money in my account? Paul, why don't you tell the world the truth? That the 90 million was not in existence. It was because Jude was supposed to remit money that he's been stealing. You guys have been sharing. I found myself in the midst of their shady business. That was when we finally took P-Square catalog to those people that I don't bust. That told him and Jude they share. 3 of us they share. I look stupid, huh? No, I never see anything. Jude booked a show in Akwa Ibom. I was backstage in Akwa Ibom. I was supposed to travel 5 days before that show. They told me they booked a show. I said, why? I went for that show. I was backstage thinking after the show I would travel. They called me. Alola has a CS. While she was delaying, waiting for me, they noticed that the baby was losing his breath. They had to slice Lola's stomach and take the baby out. Fast forward. When I was talking to George, That's the family friend. I started telling him the story of what happened in the house. Because after I finished, I told him everything that happened in the house. He felt bad. He said, Peter, your family are here with me. I said, can I talk to them? He said, yeah. I came there for I asked Lola, how is everything? She started crying, and I told her, the next first thing I needed to do was to send them money. How am I going to send them money? Because the same money I'm going to ask for it. Let's fast forward, guys. I did everything for them to get back home. While I was doing all that, our mom was still around. My mom felt my pain. And she said, don't worry. Because when I was telling her about everything, she now said, I said, Mom, look at it this way. You felt you told me a good news that the child is my child. But see how everybody left. She now said, no problem. I'll talk to your brothers. They will apologize to you. I said, no problem. My mom went back to Jos. And when my mom went back to Jos, after like a week, she called me. She asked me, have they apologized? I said, only the first son, our firstborn, has apologized. She don't worry, they're all gonna apologize. After like a few weeks again, Henry apologized. Except Paul and Jude. The ones that I live with never did. Waited for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months till our mom died. The apology was never made, and my mom told them to do it. They never did. You know, sometimes when I hear our mom never liked Lola, I say my brothers have forgotten so soon. Our mom was sick in Jos. We flew all the way to Lagos. During the period our mom was sick, we took her to St. Nicholas Hospital. St. Nicholas Hospital is on the island. We live on the mainland. Our mom was admitted in our hospital, and 4 of my mom's pastors were around all the way from Jos. Guess where they were staying? Lola's house. Lola's house. Lola gets up as early as 6 o'clock in the morning, makes food for them, breakfast, everything. By 7 o'clock, Lola takes them to the hospital. Lola stays in the hospital. We live on the mainland. We now leave around 11, comes to St. Nicholas Hospital. When we come, Lola will now leave and go to work. We stay with our mom in the hospital with the pastors. By the time it's almost 6 o'clock, Lola will leave work because Lola's office is not far away from St. Nicholas. She comes back at about 6 o'clock. Stays. As soon as Lola comes, we will then leave. Lola will stay in that hospital till 12 midnight, take them back. Take the pastors back to the house. The next morning, the same routine. For over 2 months plus, during her moment in that hospital. They have to create a narrative that Lola and my mom never had a relationship. Before even Lola, before I got married to her, Lola, my mom was already addressing Lola as our wife. It's sad that Jude is using Paul as a tool for his evil games. They say Jude sold his car to bring P Square. Jude did a lot for peace. He produced it. Hey, guys, let's be honest. What produced what? All P Square albums were produced by me and Paul. I have to even say Paul. I operate the keyboard, I operate the computer, I operate the Fruity Loops. I use it. Did Jude contribute in P Square? Yes. After we turned P Square, after we were famous. But not as people say it. They say Jude shoots P Square's videos. Because they put directed by. Really? Since P Square broke up, how many videos has Jude and G's shot directed by? Even when we are at P Square, some of them you see Jude Okoye / Clarence Peters. Check all Cynthia Morgan's videos. You will never see Jude alone. I guarantee you guys. Personally, Alingo, Shekini were shot by me. All Jude wanted for I and Paul to do was to project him as the Don Jazzy of P Square. How? Then, during our time when we were popping, there was Two-Face, there was Face, there was Star Plus. But Star Plus came later. There was more hit. Jude became threatened by more hit. In fact, I think Paul and Jude have this competitive jealousy attitude that I never liked. Every time the more it are doing this thing, we should. I say, guy, can we just do our thing? Let's do our thing. We are unique in our own ways. Pisco will go for an interview. The artist should be interviewed. When they ask the artist question, Jude is answering. Look at them. Watch.
For the very first time, Jude Okoye, who's the manager to P Square and also CEO of Square Records, divulged to Hip TV during a radio interview in Uganda the reason behind the split.
Okay, if it's part of our giving back to society, okay, let's help some artists. J Martin's came, we helped him. Immediately he became big, we let him.
Guys, as you're watching it, pay attention to me. How I was looking at him, knowing the fact that he was just lying.
If it's part of our giving back to society, okay, let's help some artists. J Martin's came, we helped him. Immediately he became big, we let him go to be independent. The same thing to Bracket. But Medi's own was different. We were like, okay, let's have this group thing. Let's form a group alliance. Let's have Medin on board. So at the end of the day, when we wanted to kind of officially sign him, then that was when the problem came up. He wanted to have what P Square had, which was not possible.
I also want what they have.
It took P Square like 7-8 years to get the cars, the houses, and everything. And within a year, somebody is looking for
The same.
something like that. So I was like, okay, you can get it from here. Maybe there's another option outside there. Go get it.
We say I and Paul should be trying to be hyping him, so that, oh my God. We look at more hit. Don Jazzy will stay with the band. They will ask Don Jazzy even question. Don Jazzy will just whisper to the band. The band just answer. Don Jazzy don't want to say anything. Like sometimes I hear, oh, we sign artists, we end up messing them up, or we don't help people around. Now look at it this way. How does that concern me? Jude, you signed Cynthia Morgan. Look how you ended up with Cynthia Morgan. Jude, you were the one that wanted to sign Mehdi. I didn't even know you wanted to sign Mehdi. Look how you ended up with him. Right? Paul, you signed Mono and one other girl. Today, all of them come out, they are saying things about you. I only signed one artist, singer. His contract ended after I think 3 years or 4 years. He left peacefully. I gave him his catalog, everything. In fact, I even gave him money. Ask him. Till today, I still post him on my page, on my story. P-Square have not helped anybody. And how many during the pandemic, Peter Okoye I was sharing ₦1 million every single day. People will testify it. P-Square don't help anybody. I saw me this podcast. I was paying. I understand. I don't blame him. To be honest with you, I've been to so many competitions in my life. At a tender age, I got used to learning to celebrate others. If you're doubting me, watch this video where I lost Mr. Campos in University of Abuja. But hear me, celebrating with the guy that won. I was first runner up. Watch.
I was among those who contested for Mr. Campos. He won the Mr. Campos. He achieved a lot. Why? It's not really about what you think you are or how your physique is. Look at me, I'm more finer than Tony. Look at my body, you can look at everything, you know. I have more physique than him. But he won the Mr. Campos. I think it was because of what he is. He believed in himself because he knows he's good and he looks nice. Let's forget about how the shape is, the physique. It's not the physique that matters. He is my Mr. Campos and I love him. Tony.
Now that's Peter Okoye. No, that's not Mr. P. That's Peter Okoye. I don't like having issues with people. I'm not a jealous type of person. I'm not a jealous type of person. I don't envy people. Did you understand? I don't compete with anybody. I just want to do my thing and enjoy my life and live a free life. They say you are beefing with your brothers. That thing used to piss me off. I had my wedding, like my own wedding. My own elder brother, so-called manager, never attended it. Why? Let me even tell you how bad it was. That a night before my wedding, Jude booked a show with Globalcom in Ghana. And they showed me our ticket. Coming back the next day, which happens to be my wedding day, was 2 o'clock flight. I said, no. We have to insist until they got us a private jet. Now, we went there. I went to that performance. Left Lagos. Lola is communicating with me in Ghana. She thought I was in Lagos. What happened? The next day, there was environmental in Ghana. I think we would have left very early. Environmental ended about 11. By 12, we boarded the plane. I landed. 1 hour, 30 minutes after my wedding, I've already started. Landed. I didn't shave. I didn't sleep. Now, while I was at my wedding, I was trending for a wrong reason. I was trending for a wrong reason. Jude posted himself in Mervin's studio with Wizkid, Dr. Sid, Fino, Don Jazzy, and the rest of them. I forget what the caption. I'll put it up. That's it here. Jude posted this picture. Look at the date. I got married a day before our P-Square's birthday, 17th. Look at it. Jude posted this. Jude was then trending. I think somebody said something like, you didn't attend your brother's wedding. The next day, I think he responded like, if our mom was alive, this wedding would have held or hold, I don't know. Jude. And despite Jude was with Don Jazzy, Dr. Sid, Whiskey, and Fino and the rest of them, all of them attended that wedding. They still left that studio, attended the wedding. But my own senior brother, manager, refused. I made a shebi for him and everything. Fast forward, few months' time was now Paul's wedding in Port Harcourt. I was there for him. I helped him set up a lot of stuff, connect him with a lot of things in Port Harcourt. I said something on stage that people didn't get. I'll look for that video. I said it. I said, hey, on stage, I said, Paul, you do me bad thing. You know why? Because when I and Paul were young, we both agreed that our first sons will bear our names, as in our tribal name. My son today is Cameron Nonso Okoye. Paul is Paul Nonso Okoye. Of course, when Paul gave birth to Andre, Obumneme was never found. Another betrayal. Fast forward, few months time was Jude's wedding. Of course, Jude didn't give me a shebi or even gave Lola. That means automatically we were not invited. The next thing, I did what we call do me or do you. I posted a picture in my own house, chilling with friends. 3 days time, Paul came back from the wedding. Paul attacked me. I didn't attend Jude's wedding. The Jude's my senior brother should respect. I said, Paul, that by age, if not by age, Lola senior Jude. If not by age, Lola senior Jude, Paul. I'm sure that thing pissed Paul and Jude off. Jude claimed he never had any problem with Lola. But Jude, you lied. Listen to this interview between Tunde Ednot and Jude Okoye on Instagram Live. Listen.
But there are some questions that are so important that I have to ask you.
Tunde, ask your question. I'm open now. I'm done.
What happened? Should I ask?
Go ahead.
Okay. They said you have a problem with Peter's wife. That you just have a problem and you did not attend Peter's wedding. You said that, make I ask you.
I listen.
So, do you have a, should I don't know, because
Tunde, Tunde, Mook leave that matter for another day.
Okay, another day. Okay.
Yes.
But you said ask me any question. That's why I asked you.
Now all of a sudden, you started stammering, but your mouth was sharp before. Big brother madness. I'm done.
Mr. Peter Okoye, when you testified on the 23rd of May 2025 that the first defendant and your twin brother withdrew and shared the sum of $800,000 from your company's account between March 2023 and October 2024, you knew you lied against your both brothers.
I'm not.
No, face my lord.
I didn't lie.
You did not.
Just a minute. Yes.
I didn't lie. I found the statement of account, my lord.
You did not lie. You found a statement of account.
Withdrew how much?
Withdrew and shared the sum of 800,000 US. Okay, withdrew and shared, my lord, the sum of over $800,000 from Northside Entertainment Limited account.
Between when?
Between March 2023 and October 2024.
Yes.
My lord, he said,
Yes, he has answered. He said
he
he
did not. Apart from saying you didn't lie, you also said that you made copies of this statement of accounts. And
I found it.
No,
I made a copy.
can you hold on, please? I'm the one cross-examining you. That you made photocopies of this statement of accounts and handed them to the EFCC. You said so.
Yes.
Do you remember you handed them over to the EFCC? Do you remember? Tell the court when you did.
I did.
No, I said tell the court when you did.
During the whole situation, when I discovered everything that was happening within our company, I went to.
No, don't worry. You have answered the question. Can you show my lord a copy of that or those statement of accounts? Can my lord see a copy?
I think we have.
No, my lord is recording my
If I can provide it, I can.
No, my lord, he said the prosecution has it. So, my lord, we want it given to us now in court.
All right, so this part, the defense counsel said Peter said that Jude and Rude Boy shared $800,000, right? And Peter said over 800,000. He said, okay, no problem. That you said you have a document and a statement of an account that shows you that Jude and Rude Boy spends over $800,000. They stole from you and they shared it. Like they stole from the entertainment and shared it. He said yes. They asked him where's the document. He said it's with EFCC, right? So it's now time for EFCC to tender that document. So let's quickly listen to EFCC why they tender the document. Listen.
I don't even know if it actually exists or if I have it.
No, he said they have given it to you.
It's his evidence. It's his evidence. Yes. Do you have the document? My lord, I do not have such documents anymore.
So why? My lord, just to correct the prosecution, my lord, we already served the notice to produce this document since the 3rd of October 2025. My lord, it was received. My lord, we can give your lordship a copy. It was received by the EFCC on the 8th of October 2025. My lord can see a copy. So it is misleading for the prosecution to have suggested we didn't comply with section 90, all of the evidence that we did.
Yes.
And the witness has said enough.
My lord, we don't have to go back on this. At the last adjourned date, we analyzed this their notice to produce.
No, my lord, he denied it before.
Please.
My lord, he denied it before.
Okay, so we told them the ones that we have and the ones we do not have, my lord. This forms part of the ones we do not have.
But the witness has said in open court time that he has it.
Witness, continue with your examination, my lord.
No, my lord.
We do not have it. Yes, my lord.
My lord, the witness has said he has it. So my lord, we demand for it.
He has it where?
My lord, the witness has said the prosecution has it. So we demand for it.
Let him produce it now.
All right, so you heard the EFCC. When they asked the EFCC said, we don't know if that document exists. Then when the defense counsel pressed harder, they said they don't have the documents. And Mr. P said he gave EFCC these documents that showed him the evidence that Jude and Rude Boy took $800,000 and over $800,000 and shared it within themselves. He said this evidence to the EFCC. EFCC stood up and said, man, we don't have this evidence. We don't even know if it exists. Right? So they will now go back to Mr. P now that said he gave it to EFCC. You listen to what he said. Now listen.
Yes.
My lord, the witness said he has it. So we're applying, my lord, he should be compelled to produce it and hand over to us.
Was the basis of his petition?
Yes.
So how long is it going to take you to give it to them, the document?
No, my lord should limit it. My lord gave us 14 days to serve them before. My lord, he should be giving it to us today, or tomorrow, or Monday. He can produce it today.
Are you speaking for him?
No, my lord, he said he has it. So if he has it, let him simply hand it over to us.
So yes, you said you have the document.
I have it on my phone.
Yes.
Mr. P, when they press harder, he now said he has the document on his phone. Initially, you said you had given it to EFCC. I don't know if you expected the EFCC to cover up, but maybe no saying a court case be this. It's different from when you talk story for outside. So EFCC said, we don't have it. We don't know if this document exists. Right? And then at the end of the day, Mr. P now came back to say, oh, sorry, this document is on my phone. So this time now, can't talk, say, he did with EFCC again. But let me tell you how this part ended. I'm going to take you to an article for 1st of December 2025. As you can see, EFCC disowned Peter Okoye's $800,000 claim against Jude. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission on Friday told the Lagos State Special Offences Court in Ikeja that it had no evidence to support Peter Okoye's allegation that his brother Jude Okoye and Paul Okoye of the defunct music group P-Square fraudulently withdrew $800,000. Peter had petitioned the EFCC in 2024, claiming that Jude diverted funds belonging to P-Square, operated 47 undeclared bank accounts, and manipulated the shareholding structure of Northside Entertainment Limited, a company jointly owned by the brothers. The petition led to the charges being filed against Jude over alleged financial mismanagement of the P-Square brand. At the resumed cross-examination on Friday, the EFCC counsel, Mohammed Bashir, told Justice Rahman Oshodi that the commission could not tender evidence supporting the alleged $800,000 withdrawal. He said, we do not have it. It is his evidence. Let him prove it. I can't give what I don't have. So basically, in a nutshell, what Peter posted online have no evidence. The evidence is relying on does not exist. He kept on dribbling them in court. And let me tell you something, right? I'll post more. There's another part I'll post. You see, it's not like I am dragging Peter, no. Or dragging Paul, or say somebody's right, no. You people are the ones doing it. You people are the ones saying Jude is wrong, Paul is evil, Jude is evil, Peter is good. No. Do you understand? These people have family problems. But you see all these figures he was mentioning. Bro, I support Peter. You don't understand. He give me all this story. Now me send person go there. When court reach, bring evidence. All these things where they show online. He no there. I don't know, bro. It's not there. I don't want to call him delusional or believing. I don't know, but if you had the evidence, you would have said, take. You see that building where they show say they collect from Jude, they will carry and give him. Boo. Like I said, I was like you. Me, I follow fact and evidence. I don't do emotions. When you tell me the story, emotion will enter me. But later. But we'll continue, yeah? I get Jim Matter from on Monday, so I need to rush this one. You don't understand? It's just to teach you people that you should not follow things with emotions. Evidence.